Yo, good morning, DJs. What's going on, guys? How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing this morning? Hopefully good. Hopefully everybody's feeling good, feeling positive. Me, I started to DCA again yesterday into some altcoins, so very excited about that. Managed to stuff my bags a little bit more. Um, so we're gonna have a look at Jasmy here, guys. But before we do that, we're going to jump into Swift real quick. Just a little bonus Swift content before we hop into the Jasmy stuff, okay? Just because, you know what, a lot of you guys love Swift, and on a side note, XCN's starting to pump a little bit too. So, but Swift up 13.2% on the day, guys. So we got to give it a little bit of a tip of the hat kind of thing, right? So up 13.2% on the day, up 13.6% on the week. Up 91.9% on the month, and up 307% on the year. We're up 53 spots in rank to 575, $68 million market cap. And the volume is up at 7.11 million right now. So we're seeing some action going on with Swift, which you love to see. Now, Bitcoin, I think, is going to range, and I will get into the Bitcoin chart a little bit later. So I'll show you, but if Bitcoin does continue to just range where it is today, then we could see Swift continue its breakouts here. We broke as high as about 2083051 last night. Then we've had a little bit of a sell-off. People probably took some profits, but I am looking for further continuation on this breakout, guys. So stay tuned for that. Looks very good. Looks very, very good. Back up to that 1 cent one resistance level right here. We have this resistance right in this range here. So I'll make a little box for you guys so you know where the resistance is, right? All right, so we got a little bit of resistance right around this area. Right? That's where we're going to get resistance. We met here. So can we break out of here, break past that resistance, and then up here we have the all-time high, right? 2 cents, around that 2 cents 6-ish area. So we'll stay tuned for that, guys. Hopefully we get this break continuation. As long as Bitcoin doesn't do anything violent to the downside, which I don't think it will today. I think Bitcoin's basically going to be a boring little range today. So we could see this without Bitcoin hindering it. We could see it continue to the upside. So that's very, very good. All right. Let's go have a look over at Jasmy now. Jasmy and Bitcoin. So Jasmy down 4.2% on the day. It's up 3.9% on the week, up 34.1% on the month, and up 431% on the year. We're down 3 spots in rank to 72. A $1.68 billion market cap. Volume is really low right now, 169.96 milli, right? So let's go have a look over the Jasmy chart, see what we have. So right now, Jasmy is respecting the top trend line still. As you can see, we pulled back down to it. We touched it again. We're waiting for that snap to the upside, guys. It doesn't always happen instantly. If we zoom out here again and we look at what happened in the last falling wedge pattern, as you can see, we had our breakout. We retested it a couple of times before we finally snapped to the upside. This is about a week and a half, 2 weeks of sideways retesting before we finally had that break, right? So I don't think it's going to take quite that long, but now that Bitcoin's just kind of ranging, I think that a lot of these alts are going to be able to, snap to the upside in their falling wedge patterns. We know that Onyx coin is doing something very similar as well. And maybe at the end of the video, we'll go look at the Onyx coin chart, okay? For those of you who want to see it. So yeah, we're respecting the top trend line here, guys. The break to the upside is coming, in my opinion. Things look good. We have our breakout. We have our retest. Everything inside this falling wedge structure looks great. The RSI is in neutral, little bit low in the neutral at 47.12. So that's good. So everything points to a nice move to the upside for Jasmy here in the short term. So yeah, go over to the Bitcoin chart. Now, Bitcoin's a little more complicated, right? I think we're just going to range today in this kind of where we are between, this 93.7 area. I mean, could we come down to 92.5, so a little bit higher than that? We'll probably come around here, 92.5-ish. That's possible, but I don't think we're going much farther than that today in terms of downwards pressure. I think we'll just kind of ping pong, between 92.5 and, I don't know, 95,000, something like that. But again, we don't want to start closing daily candles below 95,000. We don't want to start closing candles below there, right? Because that's going to show us further continuation to the downside. But I think we could be seeing, the more I'm looking at this, guys, as the days go by, the more I'm thinking we could be seeing a fake out breakdown, right? And what I mean by that is, Bitcoin, it's very possible Bitcoin could be trying to convince people that it's going down, because you're seeing a lot of people start calling for 80,000 and stuff like that. And listen, the charts show me the same thing. The charts show me a breakdown of 92 brings us down between 85 and 88. A breakdown from that range brings us down to the CME gap around 77 to 80,000, right? And a lot of people are looking at that CME gap over here and saying, yes, we're going to come down there. So I'm starting to feel like the general consensus is we're going down further. This might be a fake out by Bitcoin. We could do the opposite of what everyone thinks we're going to do here. While CME gaps, they don't 100% fill, and they don't 100% fill right away. That it could be a long time before that CME gap fills, right? We could fill it on the way back down towards the bear market, right? Because I do believe that my target for Bitcoin in the bear market is between $45,000 and $60,000, right? I think Bitcoin's going to go up somewhere around that $150,000 to $200,000 range, and then it's going to correct in the bear market between $45,000 and $60,000, right? So that would come in perfectly, and it would fill that CME gap. So that could happen down the road, but I'm starting to feel like, because so many people are calling for downside, this could be a fake out to the downside. We may do this for a little bit longer, and then all of a sudden, boom, we make it back up over 100,000, start closing candles back up over 100,000 in short order, guys, right? It's not guaranteed, but I'm starting to see that, because that is a possibility here. So you have to understand that, right? The RSI is nice and cooled off. We have been building support. We've been consolidating. So we could see that break to the upside just as easily as we could see it to the downside, right? So I don't want you to sit here going, oh, Rob said we're breaking to the upside. I'm giving you two sides of the coin, okay? And I know that there's people out there that say, oh, could go up, could go down, good analysis. Yeah, that's what technical analysis is. Being able to identify both scenarios, right? That's what it is. If it bothers you, I'm sorry, but I mean, I want everyone to be prepared for any and all scenarios. If we follow this structure to the downside, make sure you have dry powder so you can dollar cost average, you can stock up on alts, you can do that kind of thing. And if we break to the upside, well, guess what? Your portfolio is going to look good, right? So be prepared for all scenarios, right? That's what we do here. We protect our subscribers and our members from any and all scenarios, right? So that's kind of what I'm seeing for Bitcoin here, guys, in the near term. What do we got? Let's go look at another analysis, though, right? Disrupt Yourself says, JASMY, I don't know much about this altcoin, so he's never heard of it before, but he says the technicals are fire. After a 4-year downtrend from the all-time high, price is has a clear breakout, and now pulling back for a classic S&R flip. Could this be the start of something big? So even TA people, analysts that have never heard of JASMY before, are looking at the JASMY chart and going, this is going to explode, guys, right? So there you go. I love to have that non-biased opinion from people. So it's really, really helpful. And also, we have another video from our dear friend, NeoSun, friend of the channel. Make sure you follow him over on X. Everything there is to know about the NCCC consortium. And stay tuned after this, guys, because after this, we will have a look at the Onyx coin chart to see what's happening.
The NCCC consortium, where JASMY deploys its technologies, is an ambitious initiative aimed at promoting a decarbonized society by leveraging natural capital, forests, agricultural land, and marine resources. The goal is to measure and assess the capacity of these natural resources to absorb carbon dioxide and then convert them into tradable carbon credits. This approach combines environmental protection with economic development. The NCCC is chaired by Shunsuke Manaji, an internationally renowned expert in urban planning and sustainable development and a lead professor at Kyushu University. Based in Fukuoka, Japan, with a secretariat in Tokyo, the consortium was officially launched on April 3, 2023. During its inaugural General Assembly, Japan's Minister of the Environment emphasized the importance of this initiative in addressing regional challenges by valuing natural resources and carbon credits. In the face of global natural capital degradation, including the loss of forests, farmland, and marine ecosystems, the NCCC aims to reverse this trend. By integrating natural capital into corporate supply chains, it encourages a new way of thinking about economic growth. This also challenges traditional indicators like GDP, which fail to account for critical elements such as climate or quality of life. The consortium aligns with international initiatives like the United Nations Beyond GDP project, which advocates alternative measures of national wealth that include natural capital. The NCCC collaborates closely with the Japanese law firm Very Best Law Office, which ensures the legal compliance and reliability of carbon credit transactions. This approach is based on transparent and rigorous systems for evaluating, certifying, and monitoring issued credits. In the long term, the goal is to extend this framework to all forms of natural capital, providing a global structure for environmental protection while supporting sustainable economic growth. As an active member of the consortium, JASMY contributes its technologies. This integration reflects JASMY's commitment to intertwining technological innovation with environmental preservation. The NCCC embodies a forward-looking vision where economic development and environmental conservation are no longer at odds, but mutually reinforcing, ensuring future generations can thrive in a rich and healthy environment.
The NCC, guys, is a fantastic project to have in your company. It's a good way to get large VC investors and other institutional investors involved. It's a good way to get governments involved in wanting to collaborate and have partnerships with your company, because big money cares about that whole carbon credit, carbon footprint situation. All right, let's go have a brief look over at the XCN chart. So here we are with Swift again, starting to climb. Swift's actually starting to climb again. But let's go have a look at XCN, see what it's doing. So XCN, Onyx coin, in the exact same structure as Swift is right now. We're just waiting for that breakout. We broke out a little bit, but we fell back inside. So we're trying for another breakout. We tried this morning for another breakout. We're back inside now. What we need to do is we need to pull this candle to the upside outside of this structure and close the daily candle outside of it, and then have the confirmed break, confirmed retest of the trend line, just like we saw on JASMY and Swift. So we can break to the upside here, right? But things look good. RSI's cooled off. It's in the neutral at 49.09. Just like Swift coin, Onyx coin is about 4 or 5 days. It seems like 4 or 5 days, maybe up to a week behind Swift coin in terms of the structure. So when we see that big move for Swift, which we're starting to kind of see now, about a week later, you're probably going to see the same type of move out of Onyx coin. So remain bullish on that, guys, as well as JASMY. JASMY will probably be the first one to break to the upside because it's further along than Swift is. But yeah, but we'll see what happens with these charts. Everything looks good. All three projects are in an identical pattern right now, so they're just at different time frames of it. So, but let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Are you excited for all three of these altcoins to break to the upside? Your portfolio is going to love it. Now, guys, listen, if you're new to crypto and you need help, if you've never been through an altcoin season before, believe me, you may not think you need help, but you do, I promise. Get over to the Patreon, guys. The link is down below. You can schedule one-on-one coaching sessions with me. You can join our group video calls that we do every evening, and we discuss these things. We discuss exit strategies, You can take notes. You can rewatch because we record them and post them up on the Patreon as well. So you can learn everything you need to learn when it comes to crypto. You can listen to some of the experts, some of the people who've been around for a while, sitting down, having a conversation about where the market's going, why we think the market's going in that direction. You can get your questions answered in real time by us. We have a massive community of hundreds of people over there now. The live chat's 24/7, similar to like a Discord chat, where you can always ask questions in there as well, and everyone's really helpful. So yeah, get over there, guys. Check it out. We're doing nodes as well. We helped everyone get Beam nodes and Janction nodes, getting those set up, and so much more, guys. So you can start making that passive income as well, getting free JASMY, getting free Beam, getting free. We're also looking at helping everybody get into Algorand nodes and stuff. So guys, definitely don't want to miss out on this stuff, right? Again, schedule your one-on-one coaching sessions with me. Join our group video calls, guys. Learn everything you need to learn. You're going to have an exit strategy in place for this altcoin season. If you don't have one and you're just trying to wing it, you'll be coming to me in the bear market saying, I should have joined the Patreon. I messed up. I'm holding all of my crypto still, because I know that you're sitting there right now. I know you are, and you're listening to this, and you don't know whether you're worried you're gonna either sell too soon or you're gonna hold too long, right? Get the help that you need with this stuff, guys. Join the Patreon, join the community. The link is down below. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.